Today, Final Fantasy XIV was only awful because no one had realized that they could make it not awful. This is CheckPoint.
Welcome to CheckPoint, where I'm sure Graham is super excited about Dark Souls 2 for PC this week.
Not at all.
Aw, Muffin, are you scared of all the horrible new ways to die?
What? No, I'm just barely into Dark Souls 1. I've got a ton of catching up to do.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't even been to Bliketown yet.
I don't know what that means.
You'll be able to infer it when I start screaming from the other room. Richard Garriott, a.k.a. Lord British, a.k.a. the guy who created the Ultima franchise, is running a contest to port the first ever game he wrote, called D&D No. 1, to a modern engine. He's released the source code, such as it is, and the 4 winners, 2 Unity devs and 2 others, will win the equivalent reward of a citizen backer tier for his Kickstarter Shroud of the Avatar. The catch, because of course it's not that easy, is that this game was written in BASIC for a teletype machine. An electronic typewriter. This is technology people stopped using in 1979. It was written on spools of paper. Good luck, guys.
Worms developer Team 17 is looking to diversify their portfolio. They're getting into publisher with developer Italic Pigs game Schrodinger's Cat and the Raiders of the Lost Quark. Basically, it's a puzzle platformer that uses quantum mechanics. You know, the super complicated math that tries to explain how energy and matter move at a subatomic scale. Well, the probability of how it might move, because you can't actually observe it because that changes the outcome. Anyhow, I think it's probably just playing fast and loose with the laws of physics. It's mostly just an excuse to have cartoony power-ups.
Gamasutra has published a new interview with Naoki Yoshida, the man Square Enix brought in to salvage Final Fantasy XIV, and by gosh, it worked. Typically, when an MMO fails to hit the mark, the solution is to shuffle your feet awkwardly, shut it down, salt the earth, and pretend you never released it. But Yoshida targeted 3 big issues with the team who originally developed the game. 1, being far too concerned with graphical quality. 2, a surprising lack of MMORPG knowledge amongst the dev team. And 3, the mindset that the solution to every problem could be patched in future updates. I don't know what's more surprising, that Yoshida has successfully saved this game from certain doom, or that it ever got released in the first place.
As I'm sure many of our viewers are aware, women who work in the games industry tend to end up dealing with more issues than their standard penis-equipped counterparts. But game designer Jane Jensen heard a new one at GDC this year when a reporter asked her why her games don't feature more strong female characters. And now Jensen has written a Gamasutra editorial explaining that she tends to have male characters in her games because, fuck it, she likes writing hot male characters. That's right, guys. We're objectifying you. Not just any men. Hot men. In her words, when I write a male character, I am writing him from a female perspective as a kind of fantasy. And why not? Male designers create female characters who are male fantasies all the time. Right on. But pray tell, what are Jensen's rules for creating hot men? Mostly common sense, like make them attractive, give them a likable personality, and make use of romance tropes like unresolved sexual tension, etc., etc. It's literally not rocket science. And no, before you get ahead of yourself, creating hot male characters doesn't set back feminism, and it's not sexist. People who find men attractive, whether they're straight, gay, or trans, deserve to see characters we find attractive. Indie games tend to be pretty good about this, but mainstream titles still lag. We're used to seeing every female character in a game designed nearly exclusively for the generic straight male taste, but too often male protagonists are just designed to be aspirational vessels for the assumed straight male player holding the controller. Fuck that. So, should all male characters be hot men? No, that would be stupid and inappropriate for most games. But it would be nice if more games acknowledged that what straight men find to be attractive in both men and women wasn't the default.
When Ubisoft finally releases Watch_Dogs, you can get a bigger picture of the backstory with an ebook written by video game novelization repeat offender John Shirley. The book is titled Watch_Dogs//N/Dark Clouds, which is a title clearly designed to foil Amazon's search capabilities and break point-of-sale software. Also, unless we're mistaken, that is not a real notation. What language are you using? You just made that up, didn't you?
Maybe it's a language for programming a teletype machine you don't know.
No, I don't know. Nobody should know. It's not knowledge worth knowing.
Wait a minute. You said it was written in BASIC. You know what BASIC is? LoadingReadyRun is named after a basic input command.
Oh yeah. That's embarrassing.
Coming up. Has anyone heard anything about the Elder Scrolls Online? It came out like 2 weeks ago and I don't think anybody's noticed yet. We thought it was still in beta. Anyone?